Got some really great ideas for changing the way the world communicates, works, and is more efficiently run. We could have a service where you take the richest people, people that are making, you know, 75% of the United States' income, and you take their money that they're not spending so they can take, you know, even if it was $2 billion and they still have a billion to spend. Well, then that would enable them to, if they did spend a billion, then they could spend a billion, but the rest of the money would go towards new technologies and new ways of communicating using convenient technologies to alter the ease and comfort in our lives, make it more just pleasant, pleasureful, and then the rich would still be able, the extremely rich, not just people that are semi-rich. If you're getting scared right now, this is for people that have so much fucking money they could never even spend it in 3 lifetimes. Okay, so they would be able to spend however much they want, but anything above that, say, 10 million mark, or however much you're spending, and you still have $6 billion left, all of that would be utilized to improve your rich life and your life and the life of everyone else on the planet, because it would be taken and invested in startup companies or companies that are about improving the well-being of mankind. And this would include insane technologies. If we had all that billions of dollars, we could super produce stuff that's going to be invented in the future, but probably because you're rich in your 50s, you're going to be dead by the time it does if you don't invest in it. But it would be things like um, hover wheelchairs, so you could be super lazy. No, robotics in your house attached to your brain that could transport and make everything happen with just thought. You could make all your dishes get clean. You could have a house built. You could have that little sweet, yeah, like the backyard pool house you've always wanted. You know, you could email someone. You could change everything with new technology. Also, like it could develop farms in agriculture to feed the planet without having to keep donating money just to give them a snack for an hour or 3 hours. Um, and that would enable us to basically have a system where we're producing these new technologies. One more examples would be like if you had something that you would inhale oxygen and vitamins that would super produce energy in your body and you feel great every day. Um, like electronic stimulation along your body that would enable you to essentially work out without having to take all the time in the gym. So you have more time to do what you want, because that's what technology is moving towards, more comfort. Like we have apps that do everything, apps that control our alarms in our houses and tell us when to do this, and they can make it easier to do a live stream or to do a business meeting or to meet somebody. So essentially, you could also deduct the tax rate, so that yes, the really wealthy would be taking their fair share of the load, but also they could take more without losing anything, because you only need as much as you spend. You never need more money than you spend. That doesn't make any sense. The only case you would need that is if you needed more to spend, which in case you would have more, it would just be withheld by, say, probably the government, but hopefully likely controlled by the people that are controlling the government are us, are the good-hearted looking out for the public. So basically, yeah, you need to teach the rich that they can have their same lifestyle and have it be greater if stuff is given back into society, and all these new technologies are supportive of us. Like, without these kind of support, like Tesla, I just saw would have went down. So we wouldn't have electric cars that drive themselves. They got a government loan. They paid back with interest. So obviously things are possible. It's just a matter of the logistics and, looking into things like how to support a startup with minimal risk. Obviously, these are things that I haven't worked out, but I'm sure there's many people that can. There's some terms you could throw out right now that would that I've seen may or may not work, which is like penny stocks. That might not work. That's usually bring a red flag to bad things, but maybe it could. Um, we could just look into just normal investing, and if the government does invest this money into these startup projects, and they could make 700% of their money back, because you never know. It could be the next Tesla or Mac. But these are just the basics of how it could work. The idea itself is the focus here, not all the reasons why it can't. That would just be very negative and pessimistic. Just wanted to make the video for now so that you knew what to expect in the future as we progress together, not in this money, more and more money that I could never spend will make me happy capitalistic society, which is just causing you more and more suffering because you're just working harder and you making money, and your quality of life isn't really improving as much as probably you want it to. That's why you just keep funneling yourself into that pain cycle. But brighter things are on the reach. We could make so much more together. You know?